as well. Yes, we continue bringing you this breaking news of the death of, or the passing on of Raila Odinga, a towering figure in Kenya's politics, who served as Prime Minister between 2007 and 2013. Abubakar, the other issues that many people are discussing is what Raila Odinga stood for. The question is, what did this consequential politician really stand for? And in his own description of his party is that they espoused social democratic policies. Now, one of those elements of social democracy is the participatory nature of that, and probably one of the biggest dividends or byproducts of the Constitution 2010, what we now call public participation, the involvement of the entire public in making decisions towards the democracy or the governance of this country. How significant has that been, Meshack?
Thank you, Fred. There are many things. I know right now that Raila has rested. These things will come out. Sometimes, you know, there is a way we also manage history when we are still in politics, and you're my opponent. We manage history so that it doesn't put a lot of light on you. So right now that he's no more, I am sure it is going to come out really big. Maybe it should be known to Kenyans that at the inception of the social programs that we now have in the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, all these were crafted in Raila Odinga's office as the Prime Minister by Dr. Nyikal, Professor Jacqueline Oduol, and Andrew Mondo. These are the people who crafted the social programs, the Pesa ya Wazee, and all those kind of things that is now in the State Department for Social Protection. That is one. If you look at the reason why many people talk about Raila as the father of this constitution or devolution, it is not because he is the one who invented the idea of devolution. The late Professor Odhiambo Mbai, may his soul rest in peace, came up with the paper and presented about devolution. But Raila realized and picked and said, this is exactly what the country needs. So when Professor died, everybody thought that thing was gone and that is a matter that is done. But he clung on it and managed to push the country to adopt that and ensure that devolution actually works. And that is how he noticed that the Wako draft from Kilifi was not having everything that Professor had presented at Bomas on devolution. And he managed to push us as a country to put that aside. And later on, thank God, by 2013, we now had devolution, although some part of it was still not there, but it was negotiated further. And this is why people call him the father of devolution or the new constitution. So there has been a lot of consequences. If you ask the legal professionals, they will tell you, and you always host many of them here, they will tell you that Raila has advanced our jurisprudence on matters election than any other legal mind in this country. All those many times he was going to the court against this election or that election. We have managed to perfect our election, although not the way we wish it should be by now. But at least, trust me, we have moved way above many countries in this region and even other regions because he has been persistent in going to court and looking at our election. So after that, the man is now resting when we are celebrating 20 years of ODM party that he has been leading. Every other party in the recent time, my time and yours, have died after elections or have become a shell after elections. And ODM has not won, or Raila has not become president, but this party has remained. We have more than 100 political parties, but believe me, where I sit and Honorable Session, we can't even mention more than 10. And some of them, trust me, were registered way before ODM was registered. To me, this is a legacy, because we are we are celebrating a 20 year of a party that has not had power, but has remained consequential in every debate in parliament. Right now, we have young men and women in that parliament that many young people out there are actually excited about. Talk about Senator Sifuna, talk about Babu Owino, talk about Caleb Amisi, talk about this group calling themselves Kenya Moja. Do you know 90% of that group are ODM, members of ODM? Some people are even celebrating, although some of us are not, people like Kibagendi. Kibagendi was with William Ruto for the longest time possible and then came to ODM. And with ODM, he was able to join parliament. Even as he makes noise, people should know that he is a member of parliament in ODM ticket. So when we talk about the vibrancy of parliament or the people you want to support and feel like these are the kind of MPs we want, remember they are coming from ODM, which is led by Raila Odinga since 2005. That is the consequence about the man we are talking about.
And Sossion, we are talking of a man who has had fanatical political following across the country, be it in Turkana, Wajir, Mandera, the coastal region. He was the alpha Kenyan politician, isn't it?
And even beyond the borders, because I